See students, problem number 57. What is given? A body is projected vertically up with a velocity of 98 meters per second. So it is projected vertically up with a velocity of 98 meters per second, and first 2 seconds acceleration due to gravity disappears after some time, that is they have given 2 seconds. So after 2 seconds, if the acceleration due to gravity of the earth disappears, the velocity of the body at the end of the next 3 seconds I want to find it. Okay, fine. See students, velocity after 2 seconds I want to find it. V is equal to u minus gt for vertically projected body. Then v is equal to u value 98 and g value 9.8 into time 2 seconds. Then velocity after 2 seconds is equal to 98 minus 19.6. So if you subtract this, you will get this value. V2 is equal to, subtract it, we will get 78.4 meters per second. So this is the velocity after 2 seconds. Okay, since after 2 seconds acceleration due to gravity is disappeared. So after the projection, only first 2 seconds only earth attractive force is there, so acceleration due to gravity will be there only for 2 seconds, and they will tell that after some time acceleration due to gravity has disappeared. So since after 2 seconds acceleration due to gravity is disappeared. So what is that? Since after 2 seconds acceleration due to gravity is disappeared, so the body keeps moving with a constant velocity at any instant of time. So the object keeps moving with the constant velocity. Object keeps moving with the constant velocity at any instant of time. At any time. See students, if acceleration due to gravity is keep acting on it, so that initial velocity decreases by g into t times. After 2 seconds, this is the velocity. This velocity remains constant after any amount of time when this acceleration due to gravity has ceased, stopped or disappeared. So then velocity after 3 seconds also. So what is given? Since after 2 seconds acceleration due to gravity is disappeared, so the object keeps moving with a constant. So object keeps moving with constant, what is that, velocity. Object keeps moving with constant velocity at any time. So velocity after 3 seconds. So velocity after 3 seconds is v3, that is equal to velocity after 2 seconds only. Velocity after 2 seconds is 78.4 meters per second. This remains constant. This v3, this is constant. This velocity is constant. Velocity after 5 seconds if they ask also, this is only the value. velocity after 10 seconds also they ask you, this is only the value, because since it keeps moving with a constant velocity. Okay students, next problem 58. What is given? A stone is dropped from the top of a tower of height 490 meters, and consider this is the tower. So this is the tower. Okay students, and this is the tower, and from this tower stone 1 is dropped. So this is stone 1, and at the same time stone 2 is projected vertically up. So with an initial velocity of 100 meters per second, it is projected vertically up with a velocity of 100 meters per second, and it is a freely falling object. It is freely falling object means its initial velocity is equal to 0. So there is a given thing. A stone is dropped from the top of a tower of height 490 meters. Total height h is given. This h is equal to 490 meters. Okay students, total height of the tower is given 490 meters. Simultaneously, the two stones meet after what time? When and where the two stones will meet? The two stones will meet after what time and what height from the ground? That is the question they are asking. See students, so when you drop stone 1, at the same time we are projecting stone 2. Okay, so when the dropping time, this projecting time, both are same. Means if the stone 1 comes to here after some time, so let us consider both the stones are colliding here. So this is stone 1 and this is stone 2. Consider both the stones are colliding here after the time of t seconds. Okay, so that is, and see students, this is the total height you take it. This is the total height you take it. Okay, and this first stone has fallen some distance x. It has fallen some distance x in the time of t seconds. Then second stone has reached a distance of h minus x in the same time only. So because let us consider both are colliding, let both the stones are meeting each other, let both the stones are meeting each other after t seconds. So after t seconds, so both the stones are meeting each other after the time of t seconds. That is the given data. So means they both are meeting here after t seconds. In that t seconds, first stone has fallen x. Okay, that is x meters. So the total height is h. Second stone is coming to here means it should cover h minus x in the t seconds. Okay. So now what I will do for stone 1? So stone 1 is a freely falling body. Then x is equal to, I will write height fallen, distance fallen, x is equal to ut plus half a t square if you write it. Then x is equal to, its initial velocity is 0, you will get x is equal to half g t square. This is one equation. Okay, name it as equation number 1. Then in the same t seconds it travels h minus x distance in the same t seconds only. So then for second stone, so the displacement traveled is, what is that? H minus x is the displacement traveled with an initial velocity of u t. Since it is going upward, minus half g t square, you have to write it. This is equation number 2. Okay students, so then see students, x is equal to half gt square you have, means instead of half gt square you can substitute the value of x, then we are getting like this. See, h minus x is equal to u into t, and from the equation 1 half gt square value you can write x, then minus is minus, half gt square value I have written x, then x and x gets cancelled, so then h is equal to u into t, you got it. So if x and gets cancelled, h is equal to u into t is the equation we got it. T is what? Let both the stones are meeting each other after t seconds. T is the time after what time they both are intersecting each other, colliding each other, hitting each other is the question. Then h is equal to u into t, we got it. Then t is equal to, we will get what? T is equal to u by h we will get. Okay students, now in this problem, so that is what? So a stone is dropped from the top of a tower of height 490 meters. This height is given 490 meters. This is the total height h. So this is the height h. Tower height is h 490 meters they have given. Okay. So then t is equal to initial velocity u. So this is initial velocity for second stone only we have. So this is how much? H is equal to u into t. Then so we have here h is equal to u into t. Total height of the tower. Total height of the tower, small h or capital H, is equal to u into t. Then t is equal to, what do we have? H by u. And total height of the tower they have given 490 meters by initial velocity is given 100. Then this 0 0 gets cancelled. Then t is equal to 49 by 10. So then it will become 4.9 seconds. Then the time t is equal to 4.9 seconds. They are intersecting. They are colliding each other after the time of 9 seconds. So, and for the same problem, they will ask you find at what height from the ground they are hitting each other. So this height we have to find it. Find at what height from the ground they are hitting each other also they will ask you. Okay, to know this height means h minus x we have to know. To find h minus x first we should find x. X is equal to take half g t square. So means, so at what height from the ground they are hitting, or at what height from the tower they are hitting, they will ask you. From the tower, at what height below the tower they are hitting means, that is x height. So that is at a depth of x meters below the top of the tower they are hitting each other. This x value we can find, x is equal to half g t square. T value you know 4.9 seconds, just now we found it. Then x is equal to this half g value. Okay students, half g value you take it. If you take g value is is 10, half g value will become 5 into t square, 4.9 whole square. So then you will get the value of x. So we will get the value of x here. See what they are asking, at what height below the tower they are meeting means you find the x, and at what height from the ground they are asking, at what height they are meeting. At what height they are meeting means we should find from the ground only. So that is means we have to find so h minus x we can find. At what height from the ground they are meeting each other means, so we have to find h minus x value. Okay students, like this you can calculate. So the total height of the tower is 490 meters they have given, and you projected with an initial velocity u, then you will get h is equal to ut you will get. Okay students, then t is equal to h by u, the answer will become easy. Okay students, now see next problem, that's problem number 61. What is given for 61? A stone is projected vertically up with certain velocity. A stone is projected vertically up from the ground with certain velocity, that is u. That u is 40 meters per second. Now see students, this is the point, and from this point we projected a stone vertically up with a velocity of 40 meters per second. So this u is 40 meters per second, and consider this is the ground or the reference line. From this point we projected a stone. Okay students, and see that it can reach up to maximum point B. It can reach up to this maximum height B. Okay, so and after some time it has reached to height h. Fine, see students, this height I am taking h. So this is small h, and this is at a point A. So while going in the upward journey, it is reached the A point, and while in the return journey also, it can come to the A point in the same direction. Means it can be at the same point at two instant of times. Okay, when that height is less than the maximum height. Is it okay, students? See, an object is projected from the ground. So with the speed of 40 meters per second, it reached 60 meters height from the ground. It reached 60 meters height from the ground. It will be at the same height at two instant of times. If this h is less than the maximum height, then find the difference in the times. Find the time interval between those two instants where it is at the same point he is asking. First of all, initial velocity is 40 meters per second, I know. H is this much, you know. I will find the maximum height. So h maximum I want to find it. H maximum means what is that? See students, u square by 2g. Maximum height is equal to. Okay, then u square value means 40. So 40 into 40 by 2g. 2 into, so g value how much? 10. Then this 0 0 gets cancelled. 2 2's. Okay students. So 2 2's gets cancelled. 2 into 40 you will get 80 meters is the maximum height. Means with this initial velocity it can reach 80 meters, but it is reached a height of 60 meters. That is, see, this is the maximum height from the ground with this initial velocity. Okay students, that's the maximum height. Okay, that's the maximum height, but it is at certain height h. While going upward journey, it will be at A at a time of t1, and in the reverse journey, again from here to here in the reverse journey, at the time of t2, it will be at the same point A. Find the difference in the times he is asking. The t1 minus t2 we have to find it. So we can derive a small formula for this, and after that we can go for solution. Okay students, now see, so this is the given data. So okay, let us consider that the object can be at A after t seconds. Okay, so let the stone be at A after t seconds. So let the stone be at A after t seconds. Okay students, so means after t seconds it has reached to there. Then for vertically projected body, the h I am writing, h is equal to, this is the u value, ut minus half g t square I will write. it is upward, h is positive, u also upward positive. H is equal to ut minus half gt square. Bring that minus half gt square this side, it will become plus half gt square, and this ut comes this side, minus ut comes this side, plus ut, and you have your h is equal to 0. Okay students, then multiply with the 2, then we will get gt square minus 2ut, gt square minus 2ut plus 2h is equal to 0. So then compare this with our quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. It is a quadratic equation in x, it is a quadratic equation in t. So x square coefficient is a, t square coefficient is g. This a, b, c are constants, g to u to h are constants. Okay, your a, b, c are constants, and t square coefficient g, t coefficient 2u, and this 2h is a constant which is called c. Now roots of x. So x is equal to, what's the formula? We have minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac by, what will you write? 2 into a. Then x is equal to minus b. So b value we have this much, minus 2u. Already in the formula we have minus. See, minus b, here minus 2u. Then it will become plus 2u. And plus or minus b square. You square this. While squaring, this minus will become positive. So it will be 4u square. So 4 into a value g, okay, and c value 2h. So by, what will you write students? 2 into a value, instead of a you have g. So this is the roots of x, this is t now, you are getting the roots of t. Okay students, so now you can write like this, see students, that t is equal to, take 2 common here, if you take 2 common, u is left, and plus or minus, and 4 you take it common, out of the root, 4 if you take out of the root it will become 2, the 2 already I have taken common. So you have u square, and this 4 is common, 4 here take it common, here 4 is common, 4 out of the root 2, that 2 we are taking common. So what do we have? U square minus 2gh. So on the root you have by 2g we have. Okay students, then this 2 gets cancelled. So the 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So when 2 and 2 gets cancelled, then this t, what do we got it? T is equal to u plus or minus u square minus 2gh whole root by g is left. Okay students, means t we have 2 roots here. One is this is the roots of t, means it can be at the same height at 2 different instant of times. So time t1 is equal to u plus u square minus 2gh by g. This is one time, and another time t2 is equal to, so what can you write? U minus u square minus, so 2gh by g you have. These are the 2 times we have here. Okay students, and see students, we got the t value is like this. T is equal to u plus or minus root over u square minus 2gh we got it. And this u square minus 2gh is called, what do you know? Discriminant. and if this discriminant is equal to 0, only one root is existed, and this u square minus 2gh greater than 0, two roots are existed. So I am considering that there are two roots. One root is okay, this is called t2 you consider, and this is called t1 you consider. With the plus I consider one value, with minus I consider one value. Means it reaches the same height in two instant of times, t1 and t2s. Okay students, then difference between the times. See, this is u and this is minus, means this is the, while going upward it reaches the same height, and you have this numerator value more, means this time is more, means it is reaching the same height in the reverse journey. See, what is that we considered? From here we projected the object, this is the point of projection, and from here we projected the object. It can reach up to a certain height h. So this is called maximum height. This is the point of projection. This is the A. This A is at a height h, and this B is the maximum height. This B is the maximum height in our derivation we know. Means it can reach to A in one time, that is in the less time. See, because u minus something you are subtracting and dividing, this is one time. While going upward journey it reaches the A point, and while coming in the reverse journey also it comes to like this, going here and coming to A. So that is this time. T1, T2 are the two time intervals you got it. Okay, two times you got it. Then time intervals. So difference in the time intervals I want to find it now. So difference in the time intervals. So difference in the time intervals. Difference in the time intervals. Difference in the time intervals, that is you are taking delta t. Delta t is equal to so reverse journey time. So t2 minus t1 you take it. So then difference in the time intervals, when it is at the same instant of time, the difference in the time intervals at the same instant of time, t2 minus t1, well, if you subtract these two, okay students, t2 is this and this is t1, minus you are doing t2 minus t1 now, so that is delta t you are writing. The delta t is equal to t2 value how much? U plus r minus u square minus 2gh by g we have here, and similarly t1 how much you have? U minus u square minus 2gh by g we have here. Okay students, then g is LCM, so while multiplying with minus, these two gets cancelled. This term is a minus of minus, it will become plus. Then we will get delta t is equal to how much we will get? Delta t is equal to 2 into u square minus 2gh by g. So this is the difference in the time intervals. Okay, this is only asking for question number 61. So 61 question, difference in the time intervals, he is asking that delta t we have to find it. Delta t is equal to 2 into u square minus 2gh by g. We have to find it. That is, we can write 2 by g also, you can write it. 2 by g into, what can you write here? So u square minus 2gh whole root you can write it. Then 2 by g value 10 I am taking. That u square value they have given how much? 40. U square value 40. 40 square is u square value 40. 40 square is 1600 minus 2 into g value 10 into h value. h value 60 and whole root. So then this is how much you will get 2 by 10. 2 by 10. This is 1600 and this is 20 into 2. 6 into 2 12. 12 into 2 zeros. This is 1200 and this is 1600. 400 is left. 400 out of the root you will get 20. So 20. Then this 0 gets cancelled. So we are getting this difference in the time intervals. Delta t is equal to 4 seconds. We are getting the answer. So it will be at the same height. It will be at the same height at two instant of times. One is direct ascent time. One is descent time. The difference in the times means subtract these two. We will get this is the answer. 2 by g into root over u square minus 2gh. Okay, students. And if this discriminant is greater than or is equal to 0, real roots are existed. So for this definitely real roots are existed. We are calculated. And one more point is also note point. So what is that note point, see students? So it is at a at t1 time and at again a at t2 time. If I add these two times, so t1 plus t2 I want to add it. t1 plus t2 if I add it, while doing addition, this is minus of this and plus of this. Plus into this value we have, minus into this value we have. These two gets cancelled while doing addition. U by z you have means 2u by g you will get. So that is t is equal to t1 plus t2, that is equal to 2u by g. It will be at the same height at two different instant of times. That height is less than the u square by 2g value. So that is called, this is called h maximum. So this height is less than the u square by 2g value. It is at the same height at two instant of times. Then addition of those two times gives the time of flight, and difference of those two times, okay, gives 2 by g into u square minus 2gh. Okay, students, see. So next problem, problem number 60. In that 60 you see a body projected up reaches point A. A body projected up reaches point A in its path at the end of the 4th second. So a body projected up reaches the point A in its path at the end of the 4th second and reaches the ground after 5 seconds from the start. So the height of A above the ground, it can reach to a particular point after 4 seconds. Then height attained in the 4 seconds, I want to find it. H is equal to ut minus half gt square. So this is the height attained after how many seconds? 4 seconds. Then 4t, t value 4. So 4 into u minus half g into t square, means you take it 4 square. Then you will get h is equal to, so 4u minus half g into 4 square. You write 16. Then we will get h is equal to, so 4u minus 2 8. So then you will get 8g. Okay, and it reaches the ground in 5 seconds he has given. So time of flight is equal to 2u by z. So this total time, the projected body reaches the ground after 5 seconds he is telling. So t is equal to 5 seconds. Time is equal to 2u by z. Then 5g by 2 is equal to u. Substitute this u value in this equation. So then h is equal to 4 into u value, how much we have? 5g by 2 minus 8g. Okay, then gets cancelled with 2. Then h is equal to 2 into 5. So 10g minus 8g. then height is equal to 2g. So according to the options, we take the g value 2 into g value, we take it at 9.8, then it will become 19.6 meters. It will be at the height of 19.6 meters after 4 seconds. So an object is projected, it is at certain height, after 4 seconds from the point of projection. And it reaches the ground from the starting. It reaches the ground after 5 seconds, they are telling. So time of flight is 5 seconds, you know, 5 is equal to 2u by z. From this you are getting u value is 5g by 2. So this is the answer.